You are listening to the Intercoastal Podcast, part of the Destination Marketing Podcast Network. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Intercoastal Podcast, brought to you from Beaufort, South Carolina. Today is really exciting. We have Ian Scott on with us from the Beaufort Regional Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for joining us, Ian.
Natasha, thanks for having me.
Of course, we're really excited to have you on here. And he's going to introduce us all to the Beaufort Shrimp Festival. Every time I talk to Rob, we always end up talking about food, and I get so excited. So just giving you a heads up, I will be giddy this whole episode.
Hey, me too. If it's food and low country seafood, I'm in.
Awesome. Let's have you start by giving us a little bit of the history of the Shrimp Festival and what it is and kind of how it came to be.
Yeah, sure. The Shrimp Festival has been going on in Beaufort for 25 years. 2020 will mark its 26th annual occurrence. So it's got a long legacy in this community and a lot of following. And traditionally, the Shrimp Festival is a big party in Waterfront Park, although this year it's going to have to be a little bit different.
Right. Do you want to kind of break down for us how it's going to be different?
Yeah, for 2020, we've had to reimagine the Shrimp Festival. This year, we're breaking it back down to its core elements. What's the Shrimp Festival really about? It's about the best fresh seafood and great local chefs. And that's what we're trying to celebrate with Shrimp Festival 2020. We will be featuring great shrimp and other local seafood prepared by chefs at 17 different restaurants and venues from across the region. And we're giving people an even longer period to experience it, September 18 through October 4th. So instead of packing all the shrimp you can eat into just one weekend, we're giving people a chance to go out and experience all the best seafood dishes from multiple chefs at great Beaufort, Port Royal, and Sea Island restaurants. And we're giving them 3 weeks to do it.
Amazing. I love that. I'm giving them all the opportunities. Plus, you said there were 17 different chefs and restaurants that are participating in this?
Yes, 17 different chefs and restaurants from all across the region, all different types, from fine dining to quicker service. We've got 17 local restaurants that are all engaged, all different types and styles of restaurants, all with a signature shrimp taster and a signature shrimp entree.
Very nice. That's a lot to try and cram into one weekend. So it's probably for the best that you're giving people multiple weekends to try and do this, because I know if I was there, I would be trying to hit as many of them as possible.
Yeah, what we expect and hope folks will do is bounce around several restaurants, do the tasters, the small bites. Those are all at a promotional price. Go taste and then go back and have dinner and a full meal at your favorite.
I love that. It's a good way to promote what's going on in the community, but also getting people to enjoy your local flavor and different restaurants and kind of helping just have everyone try a little bit of everything.
Well, local restaurants are such an important quality of life component for everyone who either visits or lives here in the Low Country. They're really, really critical for us.
Right.
Not only for our economy, just because it's what people want to have. So we think it's a great opportunity to support our local restaurants, get them some extra business. It's been a rough year. And
right.
Who doesn't want a reason to go out, either get takeout, dine in, whatever you're comfortable with, but pick up some of the best seafood prepared by great local chefs.
Oh, definitely. And I'm sure that it's super fresh where you guys are right there on the coast.
Never better.
You can't get better than that when you're right there and it's basically just freshly caught and right on your plate.
And we're launching this with the beginning of the shrimp season. The fall shrimp season opens up the middle of September. So we are right here for the kickoff of the fall shrimp season with our Shrimp Festival 2020.
Oh, that's really cool. I learned something new today. I didn't actually realize that shrimp had a season. So this is really fascinating. So it starts in September. When does it go to?
It runs through November.
Okay.
There are actually two seasons, but for a lot of aficionados, the fall shrimp harvest is the best one.
Good to know. Is there a reason that the fall one is better than the other? When is the other one actually first?
I don't think you can go wrong with fresh caught seafood from off the coast of South Carolina. but I think maybe the shrimp are just a little bit sweeter in the fall.
Awesome. So it looked like some of your participants that you had were beyond just restaurants, but like you had the Beaufort Inn. Are they doing it a food based thing as well, or are they participating in another way?
Yeah, the Beaufort Inn has got a really interesting feature lined up for Shrimp Festival 2020. They're hosting a series of garden parties, outdoor, socially distanced, and responsibly managed, but a chance for people to get together in a smaller group setting outside and savor great local seafood. And I think they've got an expert mixologist whipping up great cocktails and some live entertainment,
Very
all out in
nice.
their garden.
Hmm.
So I think there's a couple of events happening throughout the 3 week run. We're inviting all of our local restaurants and participants to bring some added energy to the offerings during Shrimp Fest season.
Yeah, I love that. Like the garden party sounds so fun and kind of a nice little last hurrah of the warm weather. I mean, I guess you guys get to keep your warm weather. We start to get cold within the next couple of weeks, but still, like a nice little end of like summer, start of fall, little garden party sounds really nice. And with the fresh shrimp.
Well, we're just hitting that point in the year here in Beaufort when the weather is the humidity's breaking just a little bit, and that you still have the glorious warmth of summer, but
Perfect.
a little bit of coolness on the breeze from the fall, and it's an absolutely perfect time to be here and visit downtown, head out to the beach, go for a kayak paddle or a bike ride, and bounce around the local restaurants.
Yeah, that sounds honestly ideal. I am not the biggest fan of the humidity. I lived in Florida for about 6 months and my hair did not appreciate it. I've got very curly hair. So that sounds like the perfect time to come when it's starting to break and then you're also getting that fresh food. So that's perfect. So obviously they can go and participate by going to restaurants and eating, but are there other ways that locals and visitors can also enjoy the festival?
Yeah, we will have a passport prize contest. So whether you're a local or a visitor, you can pick up your passport, carry it with you, get it stamped at participating restaurants, and enter for a chance to win prizes, including a great Beaufort staycation or vacation.
Very cool.
So get a chance to come back if you're visiting us, or stay here and savor if you're a local. So anybody can pick up their passport at either the visitor center or any of the participating restaurants. Other ways to participate: we'll have a vote for your favorite contest online. So once we open up on September 18th, we'll open up voting, and we'll encourage folks to go taste and then vote for your favorite. So that'll be another fun way to get in on the action.
I get some friendly competition in there too among all the different restaurants and chefs.
Yeah, a little competition never hurt.
Right.
But really, the whole idea for this year is to really focus on fresh seafood expertly prepared by some of the best chefs in the region.
So people can do the passports where they can be entered in. Is there like a limit on the number of stamps they have to get or number of places they have to try before they can go?
Got to get at least five, but I don't know why you wouldn't shoot for 17.
You know, I agree. I would definitely shoot for 17.
That's right.
So are the restaurants all spread out through the Port Royal Islands or are they all kind of clumped together in one location?
No, they are. They really do span the whole region. We have
Perfect.
participating restaurants. I think the Morgan River Grill is probably our easternmost out on Daltall Island. Uh,
Okay.
those folks who live out on St. Helena are familiar with that one. And then Madison's in downtown Port Royal, the Fish Camp in Port Royal, as well as multiple restaurants: Old Bull Tavern, Plums, Saltus, Breakwater, all in downtown Beaufort. So there are restaurants literally all across the region who are participating in this year's Shrimp Festival. So somebody who comes and visits, if you make a point of getting out to all the restaurants, trying their sampler dishes, you're not only going to experience the best food in the region, you'll also get to experience the breadth of what the Beaufort, Port Royal, and Sea Islands region has to offer.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Because then you get like, it's like you get a sampler plate of the food, but you also get a sampler plate of the region as well because you're going everywhere around through. So that's really cool.
Yeah, map it out, make it your walking tour and road trip.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's like the perfect time to come and just try a little bit of everything.
And the participating restaurants have their menus online. Their special Shrimp Fest menus are on the Beaufort Shrimp Festival website at BeaufortShrimpFestival.com.
Perfect.
So anybody who's wanting to check out and kind of plan out their favorites could go click around and see which ones tickle their fancy.
Oh, definitely. I will admit that I have been doing that with some of them. Like I think it was Mr. Seafood had a garlic butter one that sounded absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they're a brand new restaurant on Rebo Road in Beaufort.
Oh, very cool.
Really happy to have them in their inaugural year of participating in the Shrimp Festival.
That's fantastic. That way you're getting a little bit of everything, those that have been around for a while, I'm sure. And then you have some of your new ones. So that's cool.
Yeah, it's a great range of restaurants, and really, it's a huge draw for the region. A lot of people come here to eat. It's a unique and special food culture, and really, fresh seafood and particularly shrimp is right at the heart of it.
Yeah, definitely. I know I feel like I've gotten a lot of that when I've talked to Rob and to Quan about all the different food options and different things to eat. Like it makes me excited. I fully intend to make it out there within the next year. And now I'm wishing that I could come out, this weekend because I want to eat all of the shrimp.
And you've got 3 weekends to make it happen.
So there we
Come
go.
on out.
Yeah. So I'm guessing where they're just on weekends. So is that Friday through Sunday or is it just Saturday, Sunday?
No, it's all week long. We are
Oh,
going from September 18th till October
oh,
4th.
perfect.
Uh, yeah, some restaurants will have different opening days based on their schedules, but the Shrimp Fest promotions will be available at participating restaurants throughout the week.
Okay,
So
cool.
come on anytime.
Yeah,
Come midweek.
perfect. That's even better. That gives you even more time to hit all 17 restaurants. So that's
There's
perfect.
really no excuse.
Literally none. Get all 17 stamps, people. You have all the time in the world to do it. I love that. So I guess I just have one more question, really. Do you know of any other places that are doing unique activities like the Beaver Inn with their garden party? Just cool things that they're doing that other people can participate in?
I think we're going to have several really interesting ones. I'm looking for Bricks on Boundary, which is a great local pub with a wonderful outdoor seating area, perfect for outdoor social distancing and enjoying the great late summer weather. I bet they'll have a couple of live music opportunities out there, and I think some of the other restaurants will have a couple of things going on too.
Amazing.
Everybody's trying to get themselves ramped up, but really the focus is on great local seafood.
Right. And live music always helps.
Yeah,
So I guess we kind of talked about a little bit of what the past years have looked like. Do you want to kind of go in depth of what that a normal year looks like versus what this year looks like? Because I know we mentioned it was on the waterfront and it's in one weekend, but I don't think we really expounded on that very much.
sure. Yeah, under normal circumstances, Shrimp Festival would include food vendors, seafood vendors. Many of the restaurants who are participating would have remote stalls set up in Waterfront Park in downtown Beaufort. There'd be live music and some adult beverages, and it's really a great time. But in 2020, it's just irresponsible for us to try to get 5,000 people together, shoulder to shoulder in the park.
Right.
So our focus for 2020 was really how can we, one, support our local businesses that are a big part of the backbone and fabric of this community, and two, capture that spirit of what Shrimp Festival really is all about. It's about community. It's about getting together. It's about celebrating our fresh seafood and our great food culture in this region. And so giving people a chance to partake over multiple weeks at multiple venues where they can dine and enjoy safely and enjoy for the whole season was really the idea that had the most traction. So we're really happy we're able to pull something off and get this organized for 2020. There's a lot of things we've missed out on this year. I think everybody's been in that boat. Um,
Right.
but this is a way that both locals and visitors alike can enjoy what's great about low country seafood and do it safely.
Yeah. I love the way that you guys were able to still find a way to do this and support your businesses. And I think everyone right now is looking for things to do like this where they still feel like they can enjoy the year, but also find that way to like find a sense of community and support those businesses they love. And I think that you guys found a really great alternative to what you normally do, where people can still get out and go do that.
One of the other legacies that we're carrying on this year is the annual Shrimp Festival T-shirt. There are people I've talked to in Beaufort who have literally 20 years worth of Shrimp Festival T-shirts, each one a little different. This one will be truly unique. It'll be probably the only festival T-shirt of 2020, at least in our community.
Yeah.
So I think it's almost assured to be a collector's item. We are making those available at the Visitor Center here in Beaufort and online at New South Shirts. All the information will be on our webpage about how to get your 2020 Shrimp Festival T-shirt. But yeah, we'd love for folks to grab their T-shirt, mask up, and head out to the local restaurants and dine safely.
Yeah. That's really fun. I love that some people have like the shirt for every year. They've been going. That's
Oh,
awesome.
oh yeah. When we announced that we were doing this, immediately we started getting a tremendous amount of interest from folks on Facebook asking when will the shirts be available and where. So we had to scramble and work with a partner to make sure we could pull those off because it is a big part of the legacy of the event that we wanted to keep alive.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Do you guys like work with local artists to create the designs, or do you just have someone in house that does it? I'm just curious if there's a process behind that.
Uh, this year's design really is playing off of the logo that's been around for a while now, kind of a shrimp motif logo. But the tagline for 2020 is "The shrimp must go on,"
Right.
and we think that's a captures the spirit of what we're trying to achieve here. Despite everything in 2020, the shrimp must go on.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I like it and I love the tagline, "The shrimp must go on." So I think that's a great way to encapsulate everything that you guys have been doing and finding your way to make it work. And I'm glad that people were excited as soon as they saw that. Like, there's something about like those special moments where people collect those t-shirts or different things from different community events, especially when they've been in the community for years and it's such a part of them. I think that's great. And I love that you guys were able to find a way to really make it work for this year and to extend it so that it lasts longer so people can really have that opportunity to enjoy it.
Be safe and eat shrimp. Why not?
Right. I mean, what more can you want, honestly?
It's the right time of year and the right place to do it.
Exactly.
I'm excited to get out and try. I'm relatively new to my role here, and it's a great opportunity for me to get to a couple of restaurants I haven't even been to yet. So
Oh, perfect.
I'm really excited. I'm personally excited about going out. I've made it my goal to get, if I can get 17 stickers in my passport, I'm going to do that.
Fantastic. Is there any, because I've glanced through some of the menu items through different restaurants, are there any that you are particularly excited to try?
It's hard to single one out. They really all look so good, and there's such a great diversity and range. I can't remember who's doing the fried green tomato and shrimp, but that one
Ooh,
looked pretty good.
yeah, that sounds so good. I know I saw some that were doing like different types of bowls with shrimp, some that were doing like there was like a shrimp burrito. There were so many really awesome and delicious looking dishes. So I envy you a little bit that you get to be like right there and take all the time during this time frame to go and try them all. You'll have to report back which ones were your favorite because I want to know.
We'll send word, but I think you're spoiled for choice whenever you choose to visit, and it's an even better time during Shrimp Festival 2020.
Right. That's true. You guys have more opportunity. So that's great. Well, thank you so much for being on here with us, Ian. And I'm excited for you to actually get to try out some of these new restaurants as well, since you said you're newer in your position. So enjoy.
Natasha, thank you. Thanks for the opportunity to talk about this. We're so excited about what's happening and the great participation from local businesses, local restaurants, and particularly want to thank our sponsors at Home 2 Suites, Pepsi, and Alpha Graphics, who have partnered with us to make this happen, as well as Visit Beaufort and the Beaufort Area Hospitality Association, who've been terrific in helping us conceptualize and organize this event.
Perfect. That was awesome. Thank you so much for being here with us, Ian, and thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll talk to you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been another episode of the Intercoastal Podcast, part of the Destination Marketing Podcast Network, hosted by Natasha Lye and produced by the Relic team.